completion. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
46.
Second down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
This time, Ryan will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gun. Hey, let's go. Hey, boys, got 4 down. 54.
On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Get up!
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. 46. Done. 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. They still can't get him. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
12. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Let it go.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
21. Hey, gun. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
12. Hey. Tuesday. 11. Go.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. On!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Down right around the 25. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Looking deep, and they've got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And his kick is right through. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This will be taken in at the 1.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Gun. Hey, express! Hey, express! Right there. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And Bryant's kick is good. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go, get out, let's go, get out, get out.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. He finds an opening past the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here you go. Here you go, 46.
Prescott on first down. Now he's forced out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go, 46. 46, 46.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Prescott now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw is Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll give it to him up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, feel a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
21.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hey, let's go! Space. Ready! 21! Wait! Gun! Gun! Hey, gun! Gun! Go!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, South! Get up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a third down.
Get up! Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
21.
To throw again is Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, 46. 46.
2nd down, Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Prescott now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go, 46, 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Hey, here we go, 46, 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he is all the way up past the 25. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
21, 22.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. 11. Ready.
To throw is Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Ready. 21.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Gun. 20. Hey, Tuesday.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. Back 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Call it a gain of 5. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Prescott. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 39 that time.
Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Prescott. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Prescott to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.